Day 3, trying to get that dream anime physique. Let's get it. Okay, so we started off with seated row, warming up with 45 pounds just to get the blood and the joints all rush, you know what I'm saying? All right, then after the warm up, I like to do about 135 to about 180 pounds. And me personally, I like to do 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps on seated row. All right, then after the first workout, give me a little quick sip of my protein shake, about 20 grams of protein, I think 140 calories, so pretty good. Okay, then next, I like to do lat pull downs for my back and my lats. My gym doesn't have an actual lat pull down machine, so I use this cable machine and use the little thingy here. And for this, I don't really use a warm up, I just get straight to the weight. But usually if the weight is too light, I like to move it up a little bit until I actually feel that tension or whatever it's called. And right after the lat pull downs, I do some pull-ups. So I do lat pull downs about 8 reps, then I do pull-ups about 5 reps, and then I do that for 3 sets. And then after that, I like to work on some biceps. I get a curling bar with 10 to 15 pounds on each side. And I like to put the clip-ons to be safe because these things usually aren't stable. Then I bend my knees a little and I just start curling from my knees to my collarbone. And usually I like to rotate my wrist outwards because it feels like it's working out the bicep more. Then I do some hammer curls, I think that's what these are called. My form while doing these is fucking awful, but don't worry about it. Then I move on to, I think these are called lawnmowers, or I like to call them lawnmowers. And I usually like to get about 35 to 40 pounds on these. And then I just start trying to mow the lawn, I guess. And I saw a TikTok of someone using this little fuck for a lower back workout, but I couldn't get it adjusted for my size, so I ended up not using this bullshit. Yeah. Okay, and after that little inconvenience, I moved on to these squats with the bar, which apparently work out your hamstrings and your lower back, which I do feel, so I guess this is good. Okay, and then for a little forearm and bicep workout, I'll get plate about 35 pounds. Then I curl it with just my fingies in the hold, not my thumb, because it feels like it's working more of that grip strength for my forearms. All right, and that, ladies and gentlemen, was the back and bicep day. All right, then we got ourselves a little physique check going on here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And if you have any tips or suggestions for me, just leave them down in the comments. Thanks.